זו פרשת חיי שרה ליום שישי. תחזה בשעתה דישראל מברכים ומזמנים להי סוכת שלום ושביזה קדישה ואמרי פורי סוכת שלום. So let's see, when this is Erev Shabbat, right, when we say Sukat Shalom, we say that right before we do the Amidah, right? So when we do that, what is the idea? Is that we are inviting the Shekhinah Kedusha. And we are also inviting the special guest which is Shabbat. And then the Kedusha Elyona, right, spreads her wings on Bnei Israel. And she covers them like a mother on her small ones. And all the negative spirits are pushed away from the world. And Israel are now under the sanctity of their Lord. Then the Sukat Shalom Yehiv Nishmatin Chadetin Livnaha. And that's when we say Sukat Shalom, she's the Shekhinah is giving a new neshamot to her children. That's what we call, of course, the neshama yetara, the extra soul that we get for Shabbat. Ma ta'ama begin de ben nishmatin shariyan. And it says, what is the reason? What is the reason? What does this neshamot come? The geden zema zibugam natela nishmatin uba shariyan umin akfin. כיוון דשריה או פירשת גדפה על בניה עריקת נשפטים חדיתין לאחד חד וחד. It says because this neshamot, as soon as she spreads, because you know in the tefillah of Shabbat or Erev Shabbat, there are particular moments where we stand up or we receive one of the levels of the neshama. One part where we receive the nefesh, the ruach, etc. We receive different parts or different levels of this neshama at particular points in the tefillah. So it says, when the Shekhinah is spreading her wings on Bnei Israel, it says that's what she gives to them. Now, of course, when we understand wings, it's not wings. It means that this bounty, right? All the Bnei Israel are covered with this special bounty, this special chesed, which is Shabbat. And this is exactly what is Shomer Shabbat. I mean, to come in. You have the choice or to come in or to be out. It's up to you. But if you do Shabbat and all the rules of Shabbat, then you are inside and protected by those wings. And you receive also the Neshama Chadasha. To Amar Rabbi Shimon, like Rabbi Shimon said, Aldat Anenan, Shabbat Dugma de Alma de Ate, Ihu Ve'achehu V'dai. Rabbi Shimon said that's why Shabbat resembles the Olam Haba. And for sure, that's what it is. And the same thing when we're talking about the Shemitah and the Yovel, also resemble that. Because we know that Shemitah is a remez, is an allusion to Malchut. And Yovel is a remez to the Bina. Right? That's why the Yovel is higher, more important than the Shemitah. And it's also an allusion of Olam Haba. And this is the Shabbat of the Olam Haba. Because this is Shabbat here and Shabbat the Olam Haba, and both resemble one another. והוא תוספת לנשמת המרזה דזכור כאתיה על הסוכת שלום. תנציל מעלמא דעתי, וידה נוספת יאבת לעמה קדישה. And so this is the extra that we are getting the Shabbat, is this neshama that comes to each one of the ones that do Shabbat. And the sod, the secret of that is, we call it the sod HaZachar, from the masculine. Why? Because it comes from Tiferet. So when we say Zachor, right, that's Tiferet. And when we think about the Shekhinah, then when we say Sukat Shalom, then it's the feminine. Why? He says because it's taken. I mean, this neshama is taken from the Olam Haba, which is the midat of bina. And from there it's taken and it's given to the Am Yisrael. ובהוא תוספת חדן ותנסה מיניהו כל מילין דחול וכל צריכין וכל עקיד. And we are happy of this extra neshama that we are taking, that we are receiving. And then we forget about all the divrei chol, about all the things of the week. And so we're not supposed to talk about mundane thing, right? We're supposed to say, to try to be as maximum into the spirit of Shabbat and not talk about anything that is outside Shabbat. ויום מניח השם לך מעצבך ומרגזך ומן העבודה הקשה וגומר. It is within Yeshaya in that day that Hashem gives you rest from all your hard work. ולילה דשבת בערי וענש הטעמה וקולה. And the night of Shabbat, which is Erev Shabbat, which is Friday night, there's a minhag, and it's important that we should taste of every meal that we will eat on Erev Shabbat. This is before Shabbat. Begin Achsera deha Sukat Shalom Mikola et Kalilat. Because then we see and realize that this is what we call Sukat Shalom includes everything. ובלבד ולא יפגים מחלה חדה ליומה. And also to make sure that he will not be missing anything to eat on Erev Shabbat. And some say that he should also make sure, of course, that he's not going to miss the other Seudot, right? Because we know there's 3 Seudot Shabbat, right? We have the Friday night, we have the Saturday lunch, and the Saturday afternoon, Seudah Shlishit. So we're talking about making sure that we don't miss anything for the Seudah of Friday. We have to make sure also that we won't miss anything for the Shalosh Seudot. וכל שכן, יצדיק יתיר ליומם ויחיד למתמר ומאכילים אחרים. And even more, he says, if you prepare a lot for Shabbat, and it should not only taste for Shabbat, you should make sure that he has enough not only to taste, but also to have a nice Seudot for Saturday afternoon and Saturday lunch and Saturday afternoon. וזרעי בדחי תבשילין סגיה וכמוה. ולעמית במאכלים בשני תבשילין די, עם דואר החברים. He says, but some say no, that in reality he only has to taste of the 2. I mean, of the meal of Friday night and the meal of Saturday. You know, there's also a secret of that when we say 3 Seudot also correspond to the 3 levels. As we know the Seudah of Friday night is Yitzchak, right? The one in the morning is Abraham, and the one in the afternoon is Yaakov. We see the order is not the same. I mean, normally it should be Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Why? Because that's maybe probably one of the reasons that's what we're tasting on Friday night, because since it's Yaakov, it's Yitzchak is rigor, and we know that Shabbat there's no rigor. So we associate the fact of putting everything that is Gevurah, which is what is Chol, we're making it go in the spirit of Shabbat. So everything now is bounty. Even Yitzchak Friday night is also bounty, as it will be Abraham in the morning. So the day of Shabbat, that's why we should not talk about anything that is Chol, because we have to sanctify that we say, Mekadesh Shabbat. Right? So by sanctifying Shabbat, all the normal rigors are now elevated to the level of chesed. The same thing with us, with our thinking, with our acts. Anything we do during the week, we respond to the rigors, have now to be sanctified and to be in the spirit of chesed. Shem le'olam. Amen.